In the following clip, Abdullah Gondal and I take a Muslim caller on a Two Abdullahs call-in show, which we haven't done in a while. But this was an interesting one. A Muslim caller called in very angry. Why was he angry? He said, "You're trying to provocate us. You're trying to provoke us. You're being rude and you're mocking." We had an interesting little conversation back and forth where he barely let us talk, but I'm going to share it with you. But what I found interesting, and what was interesting about this conversation, was the entitlement. Don't talk about our religion this way. Don't speak about it at all, in fact. Because the fact is, these people will never be happy no matter how nice you are, how gently you criticize. You could be as academic as you want. You could be as nonchalant. You can be as gentle and kind, you know? It just doesn't matter. It's never enough. Some of the most kind, gentle, soft-spoken ex-Muslims get the most hatred. It just doesn't matter. So guess what? We're going to do what we want to do. We're going to speak about Islam. We're going to show you what the problems are, and we're going to mock the hell out of it. Is that okay? Don't religions deserve respect? No, of course not. Religions are ideas. You can mock atheism all you want. I'm atheist. Go ahead, mock the hell out of it. It doesn't matter. I won't be offended. Or maybe I will be offended. But if I am offended, that doesn't give me the right to prevent you from having your free speech. In fact, this is a big problem. We have this problem of Muslims wanting to shut down freedom of speech when it goes against Islam. This is why I'm not a fan of the word Islamophobia, because it conflates criticism of Islam with anti-Muslim bigotry, which can and is a real thing in some circumstances. But to say that speaking about Islam should be forbidden, how would we ever progress as a society? So I want you to watch this clip and just see how he behaves. In fact, I clipped out most of it because it got kind of rambly and ranty. But the part that I want you to see is a little clip that we have for 4 minutes where Gondal tries to explain to this guy that we have different approaches for different people. And that at the end, ultimately, it's our right to express ourselves the way we want to.
Said that you're really okay. When you said you're really trying to provocate Muslims, you said that right away a while ago. So do you think that this is the right way to approach Muslims to something that you have in your mind? I mean, you want to give them a message. You want to relay something to them. You want to convince them in your way of life. Do you think the right way to do that is to provocate them, as you say? If I will try to provocate you, let's say right now, and I'll try to say something that will offend you, will you accept from me or will you deny me? You will reject me for sure. So why don't you change your method and try to approach Muslims in a better way so you will let them listen to you, not turn against you. So what you are doing here, you are trying to create a war between you and Muslims.
If I am talking to somebody who is, let's say, a person like Yasir Qadi, or an academic, like a Muslim academic, the way I approach the issue would be completely different the way I would approach the issue with a random person on the street in Pakistan, okay? There's a whole idea, I don't know if you know about street epistemology, there's this whole channel, and they do this thing too. So how I talk to a person who believes in the Quran only versus the one who is a Sunni versus who is a Wahhabi is totally different. Now, also what I'm going to tell you is this isn't the only form of how I communicate with Muslims, because I've engaged in many multiple dialogues with varying degrees. I've talked to Mufti Abu Layth. I've talked to a PhD from Columbia University in Islamic studies. I wasn't mocking them like this. In fact, in this show even, a lot of our streams aren't based on mockery. In fact, some of them are very serious. I've given a 2-hour, 40-minute presentation on neuroscience. It's not mockery, it's very academic. The point is that there's a time and place for everything, and even the Quran acknowledges that, where the Quran admits that at certain times, breaking the idols of the people is okay because that's the most effective or an efficient way to bring the point and absurdity forward. So that's the point. Why are we mocking hellfire? Because it's a depressing subject and it brings the absurdity out to people more. Okay? If you were talking about something like Quran preservation, it would be completely different in how we approach the topic. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah.
May I say something, please?
I'm just gonna add one thing, then you can talk. Again, you don't know us. Like, you don't know us. Go look up another channel, ex-Muslim channel, and compare it to my channel. You will see that my approach is totally different. But at the end of the day, if you choose to be offended, you can be offended. I'm offended by many things in the Quran. So what? Live and let live. That's what I have to say.
First of all, Mr. Gondal, I hope that I won't offend you. Please don't be double standard. You are a double standard person.
You're allowed to be offended, and he's allowed to be offended. Everybody's allowed to be offended.
You are a double standard person with two faces. With all due respect to you, for me, according to my understanding, I call this as a hypocrisy. If I'm talking with an academic, please allow me to finish.
You obviously have a lot to say, and you're going on and on. Like, either you let us respond. Like, we don't want to hear you ranting for 5 minutes. Like, just make a point and let us respond to it. Don't tone police me. I'll say what the fuck I want. If you don't like it, too fucking bad.
Because guess what? Allah did the same thing, and he
No. Guess what? This is my channel.
Exactly.
If you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to justify. I don't need to justify to you. But I mean, I get, if he's really giving us advice, he's not giving us advice.
He has no idea.
He doesn't know us, right? He doesn't know us. But anyways, that's okay. I think at the end of the day, as you can never be nice enough to these people, because as nice as you are, you'll still never be nice enough.
Here's the thing: his prophet breaking the idols is not being offensive.
It's not a problem.
Us. Oh. Anyways,
that was awesome. I think that was my favorite caller.
So far, yeah.
We need some more so we can do some Christian Prince like responses where we like bash them like, Abdul, shut up, you Abdul. I will teach you what your prophet did. You Abdul, you stinky Abdul, you son of Muta. I will show you what your prophet did. You agree with what your prophet did, you son of Muta?
he's a character. I must admit, that's funny.
I would love to do that one day, just to like let it all out. We have the right to criticize and to believe or disbelieve, just like you have the right to become Muslim or to leave Islam. You should anyways. Thanks for watching. If you like this clip, do subscribe, join the Patreon if you'd like to support us, and stay tuned for more videos from your friendly ex-Muslim. This is your friendly ex-Muslim Abdullah Samir signing out.